Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Arthur Christian School for this evening's matchup featuring the Salette Lions and the Arthur O'Call Christian Conquering Riders. Joseph Mackin here with you tonight. Kevin Quigley should be on his way. I think he's in a different vehicle, so should be arriving shortly, anticipating his return here so that we can get started with, duo action as far as broadcasting is concerned. I don't really like doing it by myself as much as I like doing it with somebody else. It's just not as fun. So here we go, starting lineups for Salette Academy. Stephen Deister, Joseph Martin, Joseph Deratola, Omar Ortiz, and number 32, Charles Prather. For the Arthur O'Call Christian Conquering Riders, lineups being announced right now. Number 11, Cole Gabriels. Number 12, Jaden Mast. Number 20, Caden Henry. Number 34, Brock Helmuth. And number 23, Gabe Smith. There are your starting lineups here. You will recall on February 5th, it was a Saturday night, it was just this past Saturday, the Lions took on the Riders at the Coliseum. That was a very good competitive game. The Riders kept it within about the striking distance up until the fourth quarter when the Lions really decided to turn up the heat. Conquering Riders had the Lions within, I believe it was 6 points, just at the very end of the third quarter with about a minute and 45 seconds or so left to play. So this is a team that, the Lions beat 29 points, by 29 points, very sound victory, 60-31 on Saturday night. But that game could have gone a different direction. Obviously the Lions came out explosive in that game, and then out of the fourth quarter they really came out strong. And so they were able to really soundly defeat the Riders just because of the way that they played in the fourth quarter. So they were able to pull away from what was a 6-point game and make it a 29-point victory for the Lions on Saturday night. That was a great win on Parents Weekend, senior night for Salette. Obviously, like I said, it was a game that was highly contested up until about the fourth quarter. So this is a team that can really take it to the Lions and make quite a game here. So about 30 seconds into the game here, the Lions inbounding. Omar Ortiz has it at the wing, gets it over to Joseph Martin at the top of the key. Joe Martin over to Joseph Deratola, over to Charles Prather. Prather over to Stephen Deister. Lions moving the ball around. One big key to the Lions' win on Saturday night was their defense. They played incredible defense, brought that pressure throughout the entire game, and they made their three-pointers. Those were really some of the big things that set them apart from the Riders. Obviously, Arthur played some very good defense throughout the course of the game, but just not consistently enough like the Lions did to really take it to them. Joe Martin cashes a three and then back down his other attempt down here, misses his shot underneath the basket. So Arthur with it now, number 23, Gabe Smith, trying to set up the offense here. Fronted by Joe Martin. Inside, tries to get it inside to number 20, Caden Henry. And ball gets tipped around, a couple different people out of the Lions, and it'll be Arthur ball out of bounds. Number 23, Gabe Smith here will inbound. Inside to number 11, Cole Gabriels, goes up, no good. No foul called. Out of bounds on the Lions, so it'll remain Arthur ball. Junior number 12, Jaden Mast will inbound here for the Conquering Riders. Inbounded inside to number 23, Gabe Smith. Smith working on Joe Martin. Spins down low, tries to get it out there, and we're going to have a foul called on the Lions. That foul is called on number 11, Joseph Martin. It's a push. So the Lions pick up their first foul of the game. Arthur also with one, so 1-on-1 here tied up on fouls. Arthur Christian struggles to keep it in bounds. Good double team there from Omar Ortiz and Charles Prather. Out of bounds off of number 20, Caden Henry, going the other way, La Salette basketball. Inbounded here, just number 10, Steven Deister. You can see Arthur Christian bringing that full court press. Lions trying to find a way to break it. Kick ball off of La Salette. It'll be Arthur ball out of bounds. Sorry, La Salette ball out of bounds. Inbounded here to Steven Deister. So that game on Saturday, that was for the Bravium Cup. Obviously, the way it works is that every year it switches between home game possessions. So these teams play each other twice in every season, and so it alternates year by year which home game is the Bravium game. So the last time that we played Arthur, it was at Arthur Christian School. That was the Bravium Cup game, and so the next time that we play them, so last Saturday, that was our home game, and so it continues to alternate like that. So obviously we won back the Bravium Cup, which is awesome. This game here is not for the Cup. This game here is just another game that we play next season. It will be back here at Arthur, the Bravium Cup game, and then the game that, obviously all the games matter, but the game that doesn't matter as far as the Cup is concerned will be hosted at La Salette, and then the following year back at La Salette, and so on and so forth. Charles Prather gets the tip, drives it down, pump fake, puts it up, no good. Joseph Deratola manages to keep it in bounds, and the Lions get lucky here. Steven Deister scrambling, gets it to Joseph Martin. Lions trying to make something out of this here. Get it over to Joseph Martin again at the wing. Joe pump fakes and drives over to Joseph Deratola. You can see the Crazies have arrived here. It's been a little bit of a just kind of a dense atmosphere in here. Not really too much going on. Quiet. I mean, this Arthur fan group is a lot louder than most other fan groups are, just because of the rivalry between these two teams. But obviously the Crazies light up just about anywhere that they go. So good to have them here. I'm still looking for Kevin Quigley, seeing if he's going to mosey on over here anytime soon. I don't know. I don't see him. Maybe that was just the first bus coming in here. Joseph Martin pulls up, no good. Lions fighting for the rebound. Aren't able to get it. Number 11, Cole Gabriel's able to come away with that one here. And Arthur down on the other end. Number 12, Jaden Mast, working the ball around. 34, Brock Helmuth down low, able to draw the foul. Number 34, Brock Helmuth. He's a freshman here for Arthur at the free throw line. First free throw, no good. Second free throw, no good either, so La Salette comes away lucky there. Arthur still scoreless here, halfway through the first quarter. Lions up 3-0 with 4 minutes and 11 seconds left to play here in the first. And here we hear the Crazies with their first chance of the game, chaining on the Lions to take the shot. Joe Martin answers their call, but isn't able to get it to go. Charles Prather dives on the floor for the rebound, and we have a jump ball called here. It'll remain La Salette possession. Number 24, Kyson Flume, checking into the game here for number 34, Brock Helmuth. Joseph Deratola able to inbound it to Steven Deister. Lions working the ball around. Steven Deister from the corner shoots, no good. Joseph Deratola able to come away with the rebound. Lions have done an excellent job rebounding so far in this game. They've gotten several second or even third chance opportunities on shots because of them. Now they're going to have to start capitalizing on them. I don't know if there have been a whole lot of plays where they have capitalized on those shots they've taken. In fact, there haven't been, because we just have that one three-pointer from Joe Martin. Steven Deister steals the ball back down the other way, and he's able to get his first points of the night. Arthur struggles to keep it in bounds. Number 11, Cole Gabriel's there, sort of tiptoeing. Number 2, James Lee sinks a 3. And right like that, Lions only up by 2 points right now, 5-3, 2 minutes, 56 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Lions with it on offense. Get it over to Steven Deister at the wing. Pump fakes. Steve slowly setting it up. And Steven Deister drives to the basket. So close on the shot there. Isn't able to get it to fall, but he does get the foul. So he will head to the free throw line. That was a foul on number 2, James Lee. First free throw, no good for Steven Deister. An uncharacteristic miss from him. Usually we don't see those types of misses. He's usually a very consistent free throw shooter. Hopefully here he can extend the Lions' lead by making the second, and he does. So Lions now up 6-3, 3-point lead here for the Lions. 2 minutes, 38 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Omar Ortiz able to come away with that one. Struggling to keep it. He's got a lot of defensive pressure on him. Gets it over to Steven Deister, over to Joe Martin in the corner. Wow, it took you long enough, but you're here. Kevin Quigley arrives here to save me because I don't really like doing solo games anyway. So here you are. How you doing?
I'm doing great. You know, long bus ride, but it's worth it definitely to come here and play Arthur.
That's right. I mean, this is definitely a long bus ride. How far is it? Like, I just lost track of time.
I don't know. It was like at least an hour.
Yeah, at least. I think it was like an hour 15. Got a timeout called here by Coach John Spezia as we see James Lee streak down the court and put that ball in the hoop there. Lions only up by a single point right now, 6-5. Obviously very early in the game, is still. Crazy's here in full force now, and you can just kind of feel the energy in the room intensifying. You haven't been here since the beginning of the game, but at the beginning of the game it was a little bit stagnant, not really a whole lot going on, and now starting to break open a little bit. So going into this game here, Lions 10-14, Conquering Riders 13-18. So really comparable as far as win-to-loss ratio between the two teams. Lost slightly better, not too much. Nothing to brag about, that's for sure. Lions working the ball around, trying to break this full court press. Get it over to Charles Prather, over to Joe Martin, and the Lions are now within the half-court range again. Wow. These Arthur fans really bringing it here with the chants. You can hear it, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Wow, they're Crazy's responding here. And now we've got the battle of the fans. That's always a fun one. Ball last touched by number 23, Gabe Smith. Out of bounds on him, Lions ball. Derritol able to get it into Steven Deister. Lions trying to set up the offense. Arthur here has been very aggressive on defense this last minute or so. They've really been bringing it to them after that timeout. Not going to be an easy win here tonight, that's for sure. Both these teams have extreme intensity going into it. Steven Deister rolls it in off the glass. That's 5 points for him so far in the game. Leading scorer for the Lions here. Joe Martin after him with 3. Arthur working it inside. Jaden Mass drives in. I believe he was trying to pass it inside. It goes off of a La Salette player. Didn't see who it was, so Arthur ball out of bounds. Gabe Smith moving the ball around here for Arthur. And number 2, James Lee, misses his three-pointer. He made one earlier in the game, and we got a foul called here on number 2, James Lee. That's his second foul of the game. Lions working the ball around here on offense again. Joseph Martin open for a three. Don't leave him open tonight. That's his second made three-pointer of the game so far. He has 6 points on the board tonight.
Yeah, really the Lions are going to be looking for the shooting from both Steve Deister and Joe Martin in their last game against Danville. Just they both weren't there. Steve was there definitely from the inside. His layups were all good, but his three-pointers weren't there, and really nothing was going for Joe Martin. And so far, Joe's been doing all right this night, so as long as they can keep that up, that'll be a very dangerous weapon from behind the arc.
Right, absolutely. Well put. The Lions, they really were able to knock down a lot of shots, especially Eamon Martin came in for 9 points, 3 different three-pointers, just when the game was starting to get close between the two teams last game on Saturday. And so, yeah, Lions shooting is definitely key for a win here tonight. Their defense is key as well. I think that one of the biggest things in the Danville game, we weren't hitting our shots, and in the first quarter, our intensity on defense wasn't where it should have been. Would you agree?
Right, yeah, definitely. Really it's just getting it going, doing what we need to do on offense as long as we can get the offense running and it's the right offense, because just sometimes we'll be running an offense and the defense just totally has it covered, and then other times we're just not running that offense at all. So really both of those things need to be there for us. We need to be running the right offense and running it well.
Here we go, both fan groups pumped up here coming out of the quarter. Going into the second quarter here. I just had another one of those weird eye contacts with Father Carlisle on the bench moments that I've talked about before. One of those, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You know how it works. Jaden Mass with it down low. Good defense there by the Lions, not letting him get any open looks down there. Crazies. A lot of intensity right now. Kyson Flume drives it in, and he's going to be able to draw the foul. Foul's on the floor, so no shots. Foul's on number 24, Joseph DeRotola. That's his second foul of the game. He's going to have to watch out here so that he doesn't get in any foul trouble later in the game.
Foul trouble was a big problem against Danville. As the game was winding down, almost everyone on the floor had 3 fouls, and a couple of them had 4.
That's right.
No one ended up fouling out. But
Joseph DeRotola did.
Oh, he did right at the very end, right?
Yeah.
So besides him, no one fouled out. But that's just a problem that the Lions had at the beginning of the year, but we thought they got over it because most games they'll only foul 3, maybe 4 times in a half.
Yeah.
But right now, they're sitting at 5 fouls already, and the second quarter has just started. So that could be. I don't think it's any secret that that's going to be a little bit due to the refs here in Arthur. There's definitely a little bit of home court advantage here. We saw that not this past Bravium Cup, but in 2020, we had a real problem with that. Manny Garcia, our star player, fouled out, and that really started the downfall of La Salette in that game. So fouls are definitely a problem that we need to stay out of.
Right. Excellent passing here on offense so far. This has been a very high-intensity game, and it's been very quick the last minute or so of the game. Lions were able to do a very good job extending that lead 11-5 going into the end of the first quarter here. Arthur responds, and here we're sitting at 11-7 the score here. Lions up by 4 points. 6 minutes, 51 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Steve calling out the plays here. Sets, shoots the 3, no good. Rebound, Charles Prather. Charles tries to go back up, and looks like he gets the call. I didn't see anything really. That looked like all ball to me.
That's what I saw from this angle, but the referee was on the other side of him, so it may have just looked like that.
That's right. Charles Prather at the line shooting here. Charles Prather, a player that's really, I hope I'm not jinxing this right now, but somebody who's really improved his shooting at the free throw line over the course of the year. First one is good for Charles Prather. Second one, no good. Rebound, Eamon Martin. Eamon muscles his way in there. Goes right back up, no good on the second chance opportunity. And Arthur able to come away with the ball. Long heave down court from Jaden Mast to number 23, Gabe Smith. Under the basket, number 24, Kyson Flume isn't able to get that one to go his way. Charles Prather rebounds, and the Lions are right back at it again on offense. Derwin Wilson, player who we definitely missed in the Danville game, back here into the game. No good on his shot. Arthur back down the other way. And if I'm Arthur right now, I'm starting to stop those, full court heaves.
Right, they've been trying those. I mean, we just saw back-to-back ones, and it seems like they really think that they're going to get it to work, but they haven't.
Yep.
So, yeah, we probably will see it. I'm sure next time there's a timeout, if that happens before a timeout, Coach Mast will be very mad.
Arthur, big mistake there on offense. Out of bounds off Arthur. Number 34, Brock Helmuth, checking out of the game here. Eamon Martin, haven't seen too much from him. He had that three-point attempt. It was definitely tampered with. That's, he doesn't just airball shots. I saw tampering with his shot there. Eamon Martin stepped back, able to get that one to go. That's two-pointer there for Eamon Martin. He had one of those against Arthur, I think, was it?
I don't really recall.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't remember.
I don't think it was against Danville, so yeah, it probably was against Arthur because I don't remember that. I just remember his threes.
Right.
But definitely the Lions really pulling away in the second quarter. They've really just widened that gap. They're up right now 16-7, so 9-point lead.
Yep.
Momentum definitely in their favor right now. The Arthur coach not happy with his players. But then again, he yells just about all game long. So
that's true. Coach Mast definitely gets into this game here. He lets people know what he's thinking, what he's feeling. Arthur bringing the ball up the floor. Number 24, Kyson Flume, no good on the jumper. Lions bringing it back down the court. Joe Martin, nice pass to Steven Deister there around number 23, Gabe Smith. Another one back to Joe Martin. Arthur really extending that defense out wide. What that tells me is that they are guarding the three-pointer, right?
Right, they're going out trying to trap, trying to make sure that no one gets left open and has an open three-point attempt.
Yep.
But as that necessarily follows is that we're going to have a much more open game down low. Charles Prather and Derwin Wilson both in, our two big men. So we definitely have the opportunity, both with the players on offense that are in as well as the defense that they're running, to attack down low.
Joe Martin gets a lucky bounce there on his free throw. Joe Martin's second free throw is good. So Joe Martin here with 8 points in the game, leading scorer for the Lions right now. He really came out on fire, and now we're seeing kind of another resurgence from him.
Lions right there coming out of that inbounds. We're in full court coverage.
Asa Binion, no good there. We saw Charles Prather play some incredible defense. Stuffed that shot from him. Charles gets it to a wide open Derwin Wilson, three-pointer, no good. Contesting for the rebound there. Charles Prather isn't able to get it, and number 2, James Lee, manages to keep it in bounds for Arthur. So Arthur here back on the defensive side of the court. Really moving the ball around here. Good ball movement from Arthur. Christian down low. Number 10, Asa Binion, able to work some magic. Lions up 9 points now, 18-9. With 3 minutes and 56 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. Arthur bringing that hard full court press. The Lions have really had to deal with several teams, starting right at the beginning of the season with Bismarck breaking that full court press, so nothing new to them. Number 24, Kyson Flume, no good on his shot.
That's just great hustle getting back for the Lions. It was what should have been a fast break and an easy layup, but there was 3 Lions defenders that all got back and were able to disrupt his timing.
Right, and that just speaks to the La Salette aggressiveness in this game going into it here. Dylan Wilson trapped there, able to get it off to Steven Deister. Just by the way they were playing there, it almost seemed like it was one of those situations where they wanted to get the last play of the quarter, but just really Arthur defense really bringing it to the Lions. Steven Deister able to set up there and make his three-pointer.
Omar with a really nice steal, but the pass from Steve back to him gets stolen. However, La Salette comes back with another steal on their end of the court.
That's right. That's another thing that's really a big key for the Lions, and that is another one. Eamon Martin cashes his 3. We saw him have 3 three-pointers against Arthur on the game on Saturday. That was February 5th, that game. Here we go again. Lions bring it down low, and Steven Deister handling it down there like he's a big man.
Yep, he just, when it's those fast break layups, he just cannot miss.
That's right. Like you said, against Danville, he's only missed a couple of those. Number 10, Asa Binion, banks in a lucky 3. Lions up now 26-12 against the Conquering Riders. 2 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. By the way they're playing right now, these two teams, you would think there was literally like a minute left in the fourth quarter. That's just the intensity level that we're looking at right now.
But I'm just looking at the Arthur players. They're going hands on their knees. They're all breathing hard. They're tired. And La Salette, they look like that too. They look tired. It's just both teams right now are just burning themselves out. They're just so aggressive. And it seems like every possession, there'll be a shot, and then after the inbounds play, they're throwing it all the way down the court, or it's a steal, and then they're sprinting back down the court. So just a very, very just a physically challenging game that we've seen so far.
Right. I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Arthur and their substitutions, but it seems to me like La Salette has a much more talented bench. Would you agree?
I think so, especially now we have Omar back.
Right.
Omar could very well be starting, as well as Eamon. They both could like earlier in the year, they could easily be starting.
Yep.
So we really have 7 players that are all able to start on the team, and so then just having that deep bench, as well as any other of the players that aren't quite good enough to start but are still talented players.
Lions working the ball around here. Ball poked away there by number 4, Mason Garner, but in the process of moving down, looks like he fouls Eamon Martin. First free throw from Eamon Martin is good. He has 6 points on the night so far. Second free throw is good as well. So 7 points here from Eamon Martin so far in the first half of play. Lisa Binion trying to work some stuff here for Arthur Christian. They haven't really been able to get any set rhythm on offense. And so that really speaks to why they've only been able to score 12 points so far in the game. Ball goes off for number 24, Kyson Flume, way into the backfield. And so over and back called on Arthur. La Salette basketball. Number 23, Gabe Smith checking into the game. We haven't seen him in for a little while. He's coming in for number 24, Kyson Flume.
Gabe Smith, I would say, from that last game was the most dangerous actually scoring for Arthur, because Jaden Mast was a really good ball handler. He was touching the ball, and he was really involved a lot, but Gabe Smith was definitely the most dangerous. Like, if you have to stop anyone's shot, it's definitely his.
Steven Deister takes it right to the basket. He's having himself an incredible night so far. 12 points. Number 11, Cole Gabriels gets it into the corner there to number 10, Asa Binion, who misses his three-pointer. Charles Prather. That looked like it was pretty clean to me. But the referee calls foul there. First free throw is good from Asa Binion. Second one is good as well. .42 seconds remaining here in the game, in the first half of play. Sorry, clock winding down. Joe Martin drives along the edge there, and he's going to be fouled by number 4, Mason Garner. That's putting La Salette already in the double bonus. So we're seeing what we saw in the first game against Arthur, and that was that they got into foul trouble fairly early in the game. La Salette here with 6 fouls so far this half. Arthur Christian with 10. First free throw is good from Joseph Martin.
Gus Blood comes in for the last 30 seconds of the half for Charles Prather. Charles definitely can use the extra half a minute of rest. He's really working hard on all the possessions, jumping for those rebounds.
Absolutely. Arthur trying to put it in the hoop one last time before halftime. Gus Blood tells them no, steals the ball back for the Lions, and now the Lions have 20 seconds or so left to work with to get some points of their own. Steven Deister cuts, passes to Joe Martin in the corner. Joe down low, goes up. Looked like he was going for the foul there. Isn't able to get that one to go. Stolen again by the Lions, and Joe Martin does hit that one. The bench, absolutely enthused right now, absolutely pumped up as the Lions go into halftime, 36-14. What a blowout so far this game. This is even more than we were looking at in the first game. And that game ended in a 29-point victory for the Lions.
Right.
So here we are after the first half of play. La Salette 36, Arthur Christian 14. I'm Joseph Mackin here with Kevin Quigley, and we will be back after a short break to give you some scoring statistics and get you back into the second half of play and broadcast the rest of this game here till hopefully we have a Lions victory. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to tune in for the second half of action after a quick break. Thank you. Welcome back to the second half of play here. I'm Joseph Mackin here alongside Kevin Quigley, and we have got quite the game on our hands, don't we?
Right, for sure, absolutely. I mean, we're here at Arthur Christian playing not in the Bravium Cup, but still just as big a game as any game we ever play against Arthur, except we're up right now 36-14 after one half of play. So that is just really amazing because even last game, when we won by 29 points, we were not up by nearly this much in the first half. And
right.
I believe that you talked to some of the players at halftime and
I did.
their thoughts.
I did. So I talked to, first I talked to Captain Steven Deister, and I asked him his thoughts going into the second half of play, and he said anything can happen in the rivalry game. And that's so true. The last game that we played here against Arthur, it wasn't quite this big of a blowout. You know, it wasn't a 20-point deficit at halftime, but it was. I mean, we were up, by a significant amount, and we were playing pretty well. And they came back and they won the Bravium Cup for it. And then I talked to Joe Martin, and he said, I asked him, and he's like, we're not satisfied. He said, we've lost the last 2 games here to Arthur, and he said, we're here to make up for it. So those are some serious words here. As far as, we got some questions as far as who the leading scorers are. So leading scorers for the Lions right now, it's actually tied between Joe Martin and Steven Deister, each one vying for who's going to be the leading scorer. Joseph Martin here with 12 points, Steven Deister also with 12, followed by Eamon Martin with 7 points, and then Charles Prather with 5 points. So good game all around from all those players. The one player who we haven't seen a whole lot of so far this game is Joseph Deratola. Obviously, we've seen him in other ways, rebounding, etc., but we haven't really seen a whole lot of scoring coming from him, and so hopefully he can really turn that on in the second half here. Thank you so much to all of our love that we get. To all the commentators who give us the love that we get in the comment section. I saw Mr. James Golightly there commentating on our broadcasting. We appreciate it very much, and we always love it when people hit up the comment section. It gets more of a community type vibe going on the broadcast, which is always great. Great to have. So we have number 12, Jaden Mast here for Arthur, trying to really set stuff up. He is a player, junior this year, who was dominant in the game against Los Salette on Saturday. Pretty dominant, and so I think it's in his hands as well as some of the other older players like number 23, Gabe Smith, it's in their hands really right now to get this team afloat and to get them back in action. Los Salette Lions do what they did all first half. Steal the ball from Arthur here. It'll be out of bounds off of the Lions, so Arthur ball. Leading scorer for Arthur. Oh, man. I had the piece of paper. It's 7 points from Asa Binion. That's who it is. Number 10, Asa Binion, 7 points. He's the leading scorer for Arthur. And what that shows me is that, he is half of their points, but they only have 14 points right now. And so what that shows me is that it's really just that they've been struggling to get something going from really anybody in the game so far.
Right, and I don't think that anyone would say that Asa Binion's the best player on their team. 3 of his points came from a three-pointer that just banked off the glass.
Right, yeah.
That should not have gone in.
Right.
It's not going to go in any other time.
Right.
The best players from Arthur, I would say probably Jaden Mast and Gabe Smith. They're just not coming through right now, which they actually did a fairly good job of in the Bravium Cup. Up in the first half, the margin wasn't very wide, and there was actually they were actually really putting some serious pressure on the Lions.
Yep.
Of course, in the second half, we really pulled away, but those two actually did do a lot.
So number 12, Jaden Mast, hits his free throws and makes it an 18-point game here at Arthur Christian School. Los Salette bringing it around here, and we can see Arthur playing some very aggressive defense. It didn't take them too long before they tired out of that, and I think that's why we see the Lions pull away a lot in the second quarter, and then why last game we saw them pull away a lot in the fourth quarter. I think it's that the Arthur defense really just kind of slacks off because they get tired, and so I think that might be a reason why they tend to pull away towards the end of the halves. Got a push here from Arthur Christian, sending Steven Deister to the free throw line. Sorry. I guess foul was not. Looks like he won't be shooting. He doesn't shoot free throws, and so after some inbounding problems, we have Arthur ball here, out of bounds. So La Salette up by 20 points right now. Definitely nothing to get comfortable with. I mean, I went into the locker room at halftime, and Coach Spezia was just saying how this is something that can, like he's seen this happen before. It doesn't happen a lot, but 20-point lead, he's like, we can't blow it. And this is and like Steve said, it's a rivalry game. There's a good chance of something like that happening. Joseph Zaratula inbounds the ball to Omar Ortiz. The Lions haven't had any luck so far this quarter getting the ball in the hoop, and so they're going to need to focus on running their offense a little bit better, finding the open holes and breaking down this Arthur defense, which seems to be very aggressive right now.
So just a point that I want to make is that, we all know how big of a part Charles plays for this team, really the only true big man that we have, but a lot of the time where you see it is with his offensive prowess. Like, they get the ball into him a lot and he comes through and scores. But this game, I think even more than that has been his rebounding. He is up against an Arthur team that has generally about 2 or 3 players that are all almost his size or his size, and he's still able to, I've seen him a couple times come away with the rebound against 2 players, or just come away with the rebound a good part of the time. So bit of a shout out to Charles Prather for that great work that he's doing on the boards tonight.
Steven Deister is not able to get his first free throw to fall. Steven Deister here with 12 points in the game so far tonight. We see 4 fouls on number 11, Cole Gabriels. He's a starter here for Arthur, and that is not a good sign for them. They already have 4 fouls so far this half, less than 3 minutes in to the third quarter. Steven Deister misses his second free throw as well. You can tell that's kind of bugging him. And so I wouldn't be surprised if we see him break out here, because usually when he gets bottled up and frustrated, unless the team is a team good enough at guarding him, like someone like Danville, he's going to really come out very explosive. Number 24, Kyson Flume puts the ball in the hoop there, decreasing the Lions' lead. Lions up now 36-18.
The Lions right now are unable to pull away from Arthur like they were doing in the second half, but I think that's just because, especially with the halftime that we just had, senior night here at Arthur, so there was like an extra ceremony at halftime, and so the Arthur players definitely got a good rest. So they're probably really fresh coming out of halftime, but I think that as this quarter finishes up and then as we get into the fourth quarter, they're definitely, like you said, going to be very tired, and La Salette will definitely have an edge. Right.
You may notice, if you're watching the broadcast, that we've got some signs. Coach Spezia, Father Carlisle, Darryl Wang, they're holding up some signs on the sideline, green, red, all different colors. And the purpose of that is to train La Salette, the Lions. Coach Spezia, obviously, he's coached in playoff games. This will be La Salette's first year in the playoffs as a full IHSA member. And so he's been there before, and he knows that those games get loud. This game here is obviously very loud as well, so it's very helpful to have that feature as well. But he writes the plays on the board, on the things. That way he doesn't have to, because yelling in a big game where there's a lot of emotion, a lot of sound, a lot of noise, it just doesn't go well. I mean, you really just, you can't, the players can't hear the coaches on the sidelines, so having those signs there is really the best way to communicate with the players. And so that's why you'll see those different color signs calling the different offenses or defenses. Steven Deister able to draw the foul there, and he'll head to the free throw line. I'm willing to bet he's not going to miss these. He missed the first 2 earlier, and so he is, I'm sure, set on making these ones. Oh, my goodness, wow. First free throw, no good.
So just a point of note is that that was Gabe Smith's 3rd foul, so he'll have to be very careful otherwise. Even without a 4th foul, I could easily see the Arthur coach pulling him out of the game to keep him out of any further foul trouble. But if he does get a 4th foul, if the Lions are able to draw that fourth foul from him that I think will definitely see him leave the game. And with him out, that's just an enormous offensive threat that'll be gone.
Number 12, Jaden Mast hits a 3 from deep. Decreasing the Lions' lead now. Lions only up 37-21. Beautiful move from Joseph Martin, exerting his dominance on the court here. Jaden Mast gets it over to Gabe Smith. Gabe Smith, obviously, like you said, in a bit of foul trouble right now. 3 fouls so far. Steven Deister runs into Jaden Mast, and Jaden Mast is going to be called on the foul.
Wow, so less than 5 minutes into the second half, and Arthur has already conceded the bonus to La Salette. I didn't even notice that we were anywhere close, and then I saw him go to the line. I look up, and, oh, wow, there's already 7 fouls.
Yeah, I was like, he wasn't shooting. Yeah, right. So Steven Deister ties himself up here with Joseph Martin as far as points go. Joe Martin with 14, Steven Deister with 14. Let's see if Steve can slip away here and pull 15 up for himself. Free throw is good, so he does. Steven Deister here with 15 points in the game, followed very closely by Joseph Martin with 14. We see the Lions bringing this full court press here, and man, they are definitely aggressive on it, and a little too aggressive. Steven Deister here is going to get called for the foul. That's the Lions' 3rd foul here of the quarter. Number 2, James Lee, gets it over to Jaden Mast, back over to James Lee again. Steven Deister bounces it out of bounds. It remains Arthur ball. Something to note here. The 3rd quarter is Arthur Christian's highest scoring quarter as they average 11.9 points in the 3rd. We saw that last game. We saw that happen last game. They held La Salette down a decent amount. They were able to score a decent amount, and so they were able to come within 6 points of the Lions. And I think that some of that just has to do with that, whatever energy they get at halftime. Lions back in it here. Number 2. James Lee pulls up from 3, no good. Rebound, La Salette. Joe Martin bringing it down the court here. Drives inside. And Jaden Mast literally just slips. He slips on the floor as Joe Martin is charging in. And so we have a charge called here on Joe Martin, and that is his 4th foul of the game. Wow, I didn't even realize that.
Right, he has probably like maybe almost half of the fouls for La Salette.
Yep. Arthur Christian here inbounding the ball after that charge. Number 34, Brock Helmuth. So after a little bit of a delay there, having to wipe up some of the wetness on the floor, we're back here into gameplay. Brock Helmuth going to be called for the travel. So La Salette ball. Lions still up by 20 points here, but what that tells me is that they're not really pulling away, they're just maintaining, and that is not really a great sign. Let's see if they can break 20 here.
They finished the first half up by 22.
That's right, yep.
So a shot here, a 2-pointer here would put them back at that same lead.
Omar Ortiz fires, no good. Arthur bringing the ball back down the court. Number 24, Kyson Flume goes up. And Joseph Deratola draws the charge. I wasn't quite sure what was going on there.
I got kind of nervous because from where he was set up, it definitely looked like a charge, but it was just something about when the referee called called when he blew the whistle, it just looked like
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
going to be a block, and I was
yep.
thinking how, but then he did signal a charge. I thought, okay, good.
So ball inbounded here. Lions bringing it down the court. 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Lions up by 20. They're going to have to extend this lead here. Inside to Gus Blood. Outside to Derwin Wilson. Pump fake. Pull up inside, and that is good. Got a foul here on number 24, Joseph Deratola. It was a holding foul, but the ball was in the air before the foul occurred, and so the shot will count. Joseph Deratola, that's his third foul of the game. This isn't good to see, is it?
No, I mean, I didn't think that, especially in a team, not just against a team like Arthur, who we know we don't have to make stupid fouls like that to beat, but even that notwithstanding, we're up by 24 points right now.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to be playing that that recklessly that we're fouling. It's one thing when we're playing a team like Danville and you need to take every inch you can get. So they just need to start playing smarter, just knowing that it's not worth it, especially in this game.
James Lee pulls up from 3, jump ball underneath the basket. Joseph Deratola will be inbounding here. Lions up 45-21, so 24-point lead right now for the Lions. Got a foul on number 10, Asa Binion, here on the floor, and because the Arthur Christian Riders have put the Lions in the bonus, Gus Blood will go to the line to shoot. Number 11, Cole Gabriel's coming into the game here for Jaden Mass. Remember, Cole Gabriel's here has 4 fouls so far this game, so one more means he fouls out.
Yeah, that was definitely a clear free throw violation by
Joseph Deratola. Yeah, crosses the line prior to the shot being shot there. So Arthur ball. Lions lose out on some potential points there. Out of bounds off of Derwin Wilson. James Lee inbounds here to 24. Kyson Flume. Shot up from the corner from 32. Joshua Skrowski. No good. Arthur ball out of bounds. In for the Lions right now, we have number 15, Eamon Martin. Number 50, Gus Blood. Number 10, Steven Deister. Number 24, Joseph Deratola. And number 22, Derwin Wilson. Out of those players, we've got one who's in some foul trouble. That's Joseph Deratola. But out of the starters here for the Lions, we have 2 players in foul trouble. That's Joe Martin with 4 fouls, and then Joseph Deratola with 3. So those are the players to watch out for. Do you know how many fouls Steve has so far in the game?
He either has 2 or 3. I know that he has 2. I'm not sure if he got his 3rd.
Okay.
I think he's sitting at 2 still.
Okay. So not terrible here for him. One more foul from the Arthur Christian Riders, and the Lions will be in the double bonus. So as bad as the fouling has been here for the Lions, it really is even worse on the other end. 9 fouls to 5 here. I mean, 5 fouls definitely isn't good either, but in comparison, it's not bad.
And we were at about this level of fouls in the first half. The problem is just that we got to that level of fouls throughout the whole first half. We didn't get to 5 fouls just in the first quarter. So unless we're able to lock down and play very, very cleanly, I'm afraid that we'll probably just end up hitting the bonus. But hopefully we'll be far enough away. We haven't been streaking out away from Arthur, but we've been holding that consistent 20-plus point lead. So as long as we can just keep that up, play clean, even if we do concede the bonus, I don't think it'll be that much of a problem, especially since we're about to get into the double bonus. Arthur's about to get to 10 fouls, so anything that they make, if we're on the bonus, we'll be able to easily make up.
I'm a little concerned about players potentially fouling out.
Right. That's definitely the more important problem.
Yep, but at the same time, if that happens on our end, it'll probably happen a whole 2 minutes earlier at this rate on Arthur's end. We already have some players very close to fouling out for them. Eamon Martin tries to steal the ball, no good. Arthur heaves it down court, and they're back working here. James Lee gets it inside to number 24, Kyson Flume. And Steven Deister able to take advantage of a bad pass there from the Riders. La Salette working the ball. Joe D'Artolo moves around the screen, over to Steven Deister, shoots in the corner and rattles it home. Beautiful play there from the Lions. Clock winding down, 3 seconds, 2, 1. Out of time. The shot will go here from number 24, Kyson Flume. He's able to bank in a lucky one. But still, the momentum, I would say right now, definitely tipped in La Salette's favor. Would you agree?
Right. I mean, and I think that Arthur is just insanely lucky right now. I can't think of another time where I saw one team make 2 banked-in three-pointers like that, like they have.
Yeah, right.
But, I mean, even, okay, yeah, that did kind of cut the momentum, but the thing was, the momentum just shifted in La Salette's favor. I think that all that three-pointer did was cancel it out. Especially, they don't have the crazies to keep you going, to keep your energy up.
Yeah,
so I think that we kind of just evened it back out right here. But we even back out with La Salette up by twice as many points as Arthur.
Right.
And for Arthur to even tie right now, it would take La Salette not scoring at all and Arthur scoring as many points as they have the whole first 3 quarters of the game. So the game is all but out of reach for the Lions as long as the players don't foul out and as long as Arthur gets tired. I think that we should see another win for the Lions.
Pete Schrader here in the comment section drilling me with questions, but that's okay. We love questions. So Steven Deister here is the leading scorer for the Lions, 18 points, followed by Joseph Martin with 14. Those two players have really just been going back and forth with one another, exchanging the lead. Steven Deister seems to be pulling away for a little bit, but that's really only because Joe Martin has been subbed out because he's been in a bit of foul trouble. Right now, neither of those players on the floor, and a rather really young group on the floor, at least in comparison to what we've been seeing out there right now.
Right now, only 2 seniors in, Omar and Derwin.
Right.
Eamon Martin and Charles Prather, the 2 very talented sophomores, as well as Gus Blood.
The craziest chanting on Father Deister here, who is in attendance at the game. Whole swarm of Catholics over there. We got Father Sick, Father Deister, Father Flannery, Brother Simon, and we got Father Carlisle on the bench. So Eamon Martin brings it inside. Shot up, no good. Lions rebound, and they're moving the ball around. Good ball reversals here from the Lions. And this ball movement is, I think, what sort of tires Arthur Christian's defense out.
Right, the Arthur defense, they really like to trap. They really like to go up and play defense behind, out behind the arc.
Got a foul here called on Eamon Martin. It looks like it was a push-off. That's Eamon's first foul of the game. Luckily, he's not in any sort of foul trouble right now. The Lions with 6 fouls so far in the second half of play, so only 1 away from putting Arthur in the bonus. Gabe Smith gets it into the corner here to Jaden Mast. Arthur, their passes have not really been very synchronized, very good so far this game. A lot of lopsided passes from the Arthur Christian team. Rebound. Both teams fighting for it. Jaden Mast able to come away with it. And Eamon Martin streaking down the court. He goes up inside. He kind of gets entangled in 2 different Arthur Christian players. And we've got a foul here called on Arthur Christian, so Eamon Martin will head to the free throw line. That is number 23, Gabe Smith's 4th foul of the game. So 2 Arthur players here with 4 fouls. Number 23, Gabe Smith, and then who's the other one who's in some foul trouble right now? Do you remember?
Cole Gabriels.
That's right. Number 11, Cole Gabriels.
I think.
Yep. Amy Martin's second free throw, no good. Eamon Martin has been playing some very aggressive defense, which is really good to see. Charles Prather comes away with the steal. Lions working it around. Eamon Martin gets down low. Isn't able to get anything to go. Takes a hard fall to the floor, but he looks to be okay. Arthur ball out of bounds. Sorry.
I was just going to say, that was a really, really nice move by Eamon.
It was.
And the ball, like, it went in, it rolled around, but
yep,
didn't go.
Deflected out of bounds off of Omar Ortiz. Still Arthur's ball. 5 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. It'd be really nice to see the same score as last game. That'd just be kind of funny for me. I don't know, I would like to see that. 60-31 was the score of the last game between these 2 opponents last Saturday. Gabe Smith puts it in the hoop down low. Number 5, Omar Ortiz, bringing it down the court here for the Lions. Sorry, I feel like I cut you off every single time you start talking.
I don't know. I think it's that we both just think of something to say at the same time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
It's also the kind of the instinct of feeling the awkward silence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. It's all the time. I feel the awkward silence, and then I just think of something to say, and then you say the exact same thing because it just pops in your head right then.
Number 20, Darrell Wang, he will be checking into the game here very soon. Omar Ortiz misses his free throw, but because the Lions are in the double bonus, he gets to shoot 2. Second free throw, no good either. Out of bounds off of Arthur Christian, so it will remain Lions ball. I really want to see them do something here. I think we haven't really seen a whole lot of offensive activity going on from the Lions just because 3 of their main scorers, or 2 of their main scorers for this game, Steven Deister and Joseph Martin, and then Joseph Daratola, who is a key player as far as assists and passing is concerned, also out of the game. So those 3 seniors out of the game means a lot less scores, a lot less points going in for the Lions right now. Mr. Golightly saying that silence is only awkward if you make it awkward. Okay, that is true. That is true. But on the broadcast end, I was broadcasting with you last year. You should remember this. Whenever it kind of got awkward, it was just kind of like, all right, I have to say something, like somebody come up with something to say. It always happens during like timeouts.
Yeah.
When you don't really know what to say because
there's nothing going on.
And we're not like experts as far as like, yeah, I don't think they should be running a blah, blah, blah. You know,
yeah.
I have a hard enough time identifying like, oh, okay, yeah, the team's running a zone right now. I have a hard enough time with that. So during awkward times, I don't really know what to say.
I mean, I think that, okay, at least for me, it never gets nearly as awkward on the broadcast as it does in real life when you're talking to someone you don't really know and neither of you can think of something to say and you just kind of stand there.
Yeah.
I mean, on the broadcast, at least, you just get to hear the ball bouncing.
Yeah.
And
like watch the stuff.
Right, because you have something to focus on besides talking. So.
Yeah. Right. Here we are stuck in another one of those awkward silences again that we were just talking about.
Yep.
As far as the game is concerned right now, I think that some stuff for the Lions to work on right now. I mean, offensively, you can't really complain. They're keeping the lead about the same, and that's without the presence of their 2 leading scorers, Joseph Martin and Steven Deister. Steven Deister with 18 points, Joe Martin with 14 here in the game so far. So without those 2 on the court, I mean, scoring is not, I mean, I don't know how to put it, but they're not really,
they're
not really set up in a way to score the ball a lot.
I mean, I think that Darrell Wang, he just came in and it seems like, I mean, whether it was at Georgetown or whether it was Arthur on Saturday, even when he comes off the bench and he's completely cold, he'll still shoot a three and just get it started.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know. Maybe we'll see it from him. Eamon's not in. He's generally the guy you go to for the energy, that spark with a three-pointer.
So Coach Spezia, I guess he's not wanting to completely humiliate Arthur here. He's putting in the subs. He's got Blaze the Rona in. He very rarely sees varsity minutes. And then we've got number 20, Darryl Wang. I wouldn't say very rarely, but he's not in too often, usually only about once a game. And then Gus Blood, who obviously we've seen. He's a very familiar face for the Lions so far this season. We have a traveling violation called here on the Lions. I think that if Coach Spezia sees something he doesn't like, starts to see stuff tipping back the other direction, he'll put in some of the starters. Number 20, Caden Henry, misses his three-point attempt. Arthur still trying to get something to work here. Number 23, Gabe Smith, nails a three from the corner. And the Lions are up here by 20 points right now, 49-29, with just under 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining here in the game. Foul call here on number 12, Jaden Mast. I don't know what number that is for him. I think it's at least
5.
Oh, wow, that's 5 for him.
Yep.
So 5 for Jaden Mast. Coming into the game here is number 32, Joshua Skrowski for him. Free throw from Omar, no good. He has been really just not able to hit anything from the free throw line tonight. And he wasn't very good against Arthur either. I'd say that's definitely something that he has to work on, especially seeing how he's a more physical player. So he's going to get sent to the free throw line a decent amount more often than most other players. Omar Ortiz nails one. So he's on the board here with 1 point so far tonight. Matthew Romero checks into the game here for Derwin Wilson. And we have a foul here called on the Lions. So sending Gabe Smith to the free throw line. Sorry.
Okay.
This is happening
So
again.
I don't know if any of the viewers ever can really see the bench, but anyone that's been to one of our games in person knows that there's that spot on the bench in between the two coaches. And if anyone ever sits down there, it's either they're about to go in, like we just saw with Matthew Romero. He was kind of confused because Coach Spezia started yelling at him, and he thought he was supposed to go in, but then he was just telling him, he just wanted to sit in the seat so he could tell him stuff. But then the other time you sit in that seat is when you just got pulled out of the game. So, I mean, there's two different opposites. You're either about to go in and get to play, or you just got pulled out because you messed up. That are why you're sitting in that seat. Right.
Mr. Golightly here wants us to talk about the school year a little bit. You have anything you want to say about the school year in particular?
I mean, I don't know. Nothing off the top of my head, really. I mean, I'm a junior, so junior year is definitely one of the most fun years, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say it was my funnest year,
sure. I haven't done senior year, of course, but, I mean, it's been by far the most fun year.
Yes, senior year, there's a lot going on. Yeah. You've got a lot of stuff to do, so you never really have time. I'm sure that after senior year, it's like you look back and you're like, wow, that went by really fast and that was really fun. But in the moment, it's kind of hard to see it like that. Junior year was a lot more fun. You had a lot less responsibilities, but you were still a junior. You were still an upperclassman, so it was definitely fun. Junior year, I would say, has been my most fun year so far at La Salette.
Well, probably the highlight of the year so far has been our trip to D.C.
Oh, right.
For the March for Life.
Right. That's right. Yeah, that was definitely fun. So we left on Thursday. I was expecting the drive to be much worse, but it was only about 10 and a half hours or so. And we were able to get some good food along the way, and so it really wasn't bad at all. We were able to make it down there. We were one of the parishioners down at the chapel that we have down there in D.C. was nice enough to set us up with one of the local schools that he works at. He's actually the principal there, and so he was able to set us up there. We were able to sleep there. We got everything we needed, showers and everything. It was really nice. And then went to the march on Friday, which was a lot of fun. There were lots of people there. It was cool being able to see all the big monuments and stuff. You guys went to Arlington, right?
Right, yeah,
Right before the thing.
We went to the cemetery, and we just showed up at the perfect time for the changing the guard at
Right.
the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. Everyone really loved that. It was just a really fun trip. A lot more fun than any of the other trips that I've taken so far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'd say best trip that I've done so far. And then on Saturday, we got to go to the summit. We got to see Mike Pence, and we got to see Michael Knowles. So that was really fun. I enjoyed that a lot. Got to meet a bunch of cool people there. And so, yeah, that was awesome. That was a lot of fun. And then we wrapped it up Sunday. We drove back, and then we hit exam week.
Yeah.
And I did surprisingly well on my exams for, because usually, I guess it helped me to like study beforehand and then not cram right beforehand. You know what I mean? In that weekend. But yeah, that was probably the highlight of the year so far, for me at least, and it sounds like for you too. Mr. Galletley, we will definitely see you at graduation this year. Yeah, absolutely. Excited for that. Looks like the Lions here really just have all of their subs in. Yeah, no starters on the court right now. The Lions still up by over 20 points right now. 22-point lead for the Lions. Minute 26 seconds remaining, and Arthur does the same. They put in their, backups. And so that's just about going to do it here for Arthur Christian. Dan Duggan in the game. He still hasn't scored yet, has he?
I don't think so.
Oh, come
no.
on. He has to score. Everybody else so far on the team has scored varsity points. That's everyone. That's Daniel Bergman. That's
Blaze
Larona. That's everybody else who usually doesn't get into the games, except for Daniel Duggan. So we have to see him score here in the last minute and 9 seconds here. And what a game to score in too, if he could. That'd be awesome. Gus Blood scrambles to find the ball. Gets it over to Matthew Romero inside. Blaze Larona. Good move. Good. Good pump fake there. He's able to wait for that. Good patience.
And if you notice, the Crazies have all sat down. That's because it's such a big blowout.
Yeah.
The only other time that I've seen that, Wang with a nice steal into Blaze Aronia for
Again.
another nice layup. Wow.
Wow. And the Crazies and the sideline very happy here for La Salette. We got a foul call here on Matthew Romero. I was going to say 3 straight steals. I don't know. It almost seems too good to be true.
Right, so what I was going to say was just the Crazies are sitting down just because it's a blowout. But the last time I saw that was 2 years ago. We were playing Springfield, and their best players, the 2 Fitch brothers, who were both 6'7", they were both out. And
that's right.
So we just blew them out so much all the Crazies sat down. But we haven't blown anyone else out enough to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, if the Crazies are sitting down, that's actually a good sign because it just means
Yeah. Yep, right. Their job's done. The team's job's done. Ready to go home. Number 50, Josiah Rutledge at the free throw line. He is a freshman here at Arthur. And I guess we got another foul as well. So the Lions here with 9 fouls. I think one thing to take away here, a negative thing to definitely take away, is the fouling.
Absolutely.
I mean, if there's one thing we have to work on, nobody's fouled out of the game, but we got some players in foul trouble right now. And so for all the good things that has happened in this game, if there's something bad to take away from it, to learn from, and to try to work on, it's definitely that.
And I think that if it was a normal game where it was close, we would have had to keep all those starters in, and they would have fouled out by now. The only reason that they didn't is just because they've been sitting on the bench all quarter.
Right. So true.
So clock winding down right now.
Oh, wow. Got a foul here called by the referee. I think, yep, it's on number 3, Ethan Petersheim. And looks like Blaze Lorena will go to the free throw line here with 3 seconds left to play in the game. He'll shoot 2 as the Lions are in the double bonus. First free throw is good from Blaze Lorena.
So, I mean, just like that, he already has 5 points, and there's plenty of the other seniors that I think Omar, did he even get to 5 points?
No, he only, no. Nope. Second free throw is good as well from Blaze Lerona, and clock winds down here, and that'll do it. La Salette Lions able to come away here with a 27-point lead, so just 2 points less than we saw in the previous game against Arthur last Saturday. Last Saturday's game, we won 60-31. This one's 60-33, so really another blowout here. I know that going into it, Arthur really was into this game. They did not want to lose, obviously. They put a lot into it, so kudos to them. Definitely amazing effort from both teams. Some incredible aggression from both teams. Good coaching, and just really, like I said, great way to get after it. The Lions really came out strong and finished it strong. One thing to take away, definitely fouls. Have to work on that. But aside from that, really can't complain about too much, can we?
No, I don't think so. I mean, we did slow down the second half, but, I mean, that was probably just there was no pressure. There was no need to keep it up, so I don't necessarily think that was a bad thing.
Right.
So just be sure to tune in for our next game. That's tomorrow at 7 p.m. against Westville. That's going to be at home. That's a rescheduled game because we had to postpone it a while back. But anyway, they'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time. So make sure to tune in and see your now 11 and 14 Lions play the Westville Tigers.
Absolutely. That's another big sort of rivalry game, Westville, right down the road from La Salette. So be sure to join us. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Joseph Mackin here with Kevin Quigley, signing off for the night. Thank you so much for watching.